The Calvichian Council convened in a state of near panic. Holograms of the galaxy's deadliest planet, PX 991, floated above the central table, depicting its molten rivers, atmosphere thick with sulfuric acid, and skies perpetually lit by violent electrical storms. A neon red warning flashed across the hologram, uninhabitable. Yet the distress signal they had intercepted suggested otherwise. High Commander Xolvix, a towering figure with bioluminescent stripes running down his elongated frame, slammed his three-fingered hand on the table. This is impossible. No sentient species could survive there, let alone thrive. Counselor Rika, her tentacle-like appendages coiling nervously, replied, "Yet the signal is undeniably real. It's not automated. The message is human." The word hung heavy in the chamber. Humanity was a relatively new player on the galactic stage, having only recently achieved faster-than-light travel. They were known for their resilience, but PX 991 was in a league of its own. The planet had a survival index of -12, the lowest in the galaxy. Even the hardiest Calvixian exploration drones barely lasted an hour there. "We must investigate," Solvix declared. "Send a reconnaissance team immediately." The Calvixian scout vessel, sleek and bristling with sensors, entered the chaotic orbit of PX 991. The crew watched in awe as the planet's storms raged below. Lightning bolts the size of continents danced across the surface, illuminating vast, jagged mountain ranges and rivers of liquid fire. "Scanners are detecting a settlement," reported Jack, the ship's navigator. "Coordinates locked. It's in the middle of the largest storm cluster." The crew exchanged uneasy glances. They descended cautiously, bracing for impact as the ship trembled against the planet's volatile atmosphere. When they broke through the storm clouds, the sight that greeted them was beyond belief. Nestled in the heart of the storm was a bustling human settlement. Metallic domes and spires jutted out from the rocky terrain, connected by a web of reinforced tunnels. Gigantic turbines harvested energy from the relentless winds, while thick conduits siphoned geothermal power from the molten rivers. Humans moved about the settlement with purpose, clad in armored exosuits that seemed impervious to the hostile environment. The Calvixians landed on the outskirts, their ship's sensors indicating breathable air inside the settlement's perimeter. A delegation of humans approached, led by a tall man with a weathered face and piercing eyes. He wore no helmet, only a thin mask to shield him from the sulfuric fumes. "Welcome to Haven," the man said, his voice steady despite the thunderous backdrop. "I'm Dr. Elias Carter, head of operations." Solvik stepped forward, his translator implant working overtime to decode the human's peculiar speech patterns. "How is this possible?" he asked, gesturing to the inhospitable landscape. "This planet should have killed you all within minutes." Carter smirked. "We've heard that before. Humanity has a knack for doing the impossible." Over the next few hours, the Calvixians toured the settlement, their disbelief growing with every step. The humans had turned the planet's deadliest features into assets. Massive filtration systems converted sulfuric acid into clean water. The electrical storms powered advanced energy grids. Even the toxic minerals embedded in the rock were being mined and refined into high-strength alloys. When we first crash-landed here 10 years ago, survival seemed unlikely, Carter admitted as he led the group through a cavernous command center. Screens displayed live feeds from every corner of the settlement. But humans are adaptable. This planet's trying to kill us every second of every day, and we've learned to fight back. Crash-landed? Zgolvix echoed. "You were stranded here?" Carter nodded. "Our colony ship malfunctioned during a routine serving mission. We had no choice but to make this place our home. At first, we lost people, a lot of people. But those who survived grew stronger, smarter. We didn't just endure, we innovated." Riga's appendages twitched in astonishment. "Your species it is, extraordinary. No other civilization would have even attempted to survive here." Carter's smirk returned. "Extraordinary? Maybe. Stubborn? Definitely." As the tour continued, the Calvixians observed technologies they had never seen before. A group of engineers demonstrated a device that converted ambient heat into kinetic energy, while a team of scientists unveiled genetically modified crops capable of growing in acidic soil. Everywhere they looked, humanity's ingenuity was on full display. The most astonishing revelation came when Carter led them to the medical bay. Inside, patients were being treated for injuries that would have been fatal on any other planet. Doctors used advanced nanotechnology to accelerate healing, while biologists worked on enhancing the human genome to better withstand the planet's harsh conditions. "You're evolving," Silvix realized, his bioluminescent stripes dimming in awe, adapting to this planet at an unprecedented rate. Carter shrugged. "Survival of the fittest, right? This planet threw everything it had at us, and we refused to break." That evening, as the Calvictians prepared to depart, Carter and his team gathered to see them off. The storm raged on, but the humans stood tall, their silhouettes framed by lightning. "Why did you send the distress signal?" Silvix asked. "You don't seem to need rescuing." Carter's expression grew serious. "We've learned to survive here, but we can't remain isolated forever. We're not just surviving, we're building something new, something the galaxy hasn't seen before. We wanted you to know we're here, and we're not going anywhere." Ripa tilted her head. "You're claiming this planet as your own." Carter's eyes gleamed with determination. "Haven is our home now. Humanity doesn't run from challenges. We face them head-on and come out stronger. Tell your council that." Back on the Calvictian Council, Zolvix delivered his report. Holograms of the human settlement flickered to life, showcasing their achievements against the odds. "They have done the impossible," Zolvix concluded. PX 991, once deemed the galaxy's deadliest planet, is now a testament to human resilience. They have claimed it not out of arrogance, but out of necessity. And in doing so, they have redefined what it means to survive. The council chamber fell silent. For the first time, the Calvictians understood why humanity's reputation was growing so quickly. They were not just survivors, they were conquerors of the unconquerable. And the galaxy would never be the same.